Today's video is a comparison of 5 Phoenix timeshares. And you can see on the left of the screen I've listed the 5, and then I've drawn an arrow to where it's physically located in the map of Phoenix, Arizona. So I'll be reviewing Sheraton Desert Oasis, the Westin Kierland Villas Scottsdale, WorldMark Scottsdale, WorldMark Phoenix South Mountain, and the Marriott Canyon Villas. Before I get into the detailed analysis, I want to first share with you about my channel, and also that there'll be the original reviews that I did of all the resorts will be in the body of the YouTube video.
Hi, this is Cliff, and I'm your timeshare traveler. The goal of my YouTube channel is improving your timeshare travels. I'll do this through timeshare video reviews, tips for using timeshares, and much, much more. I can be found on Facebook at TimeshareTrav, Twitter at TimeshareTrav, and on the web at www.timesharetraveler.com. And if you like my videos, don't forget to click subscribe below.
Okay, now you're looking at the my sort of ratings that I'll use to go through each one of the villas. You can see the names of the villas on the left, and then I'm looking at the pool, barbecue area, room, outdoor ambiance. That's where they have places to sit, and then I've got the pricing for a daily rate based on a week's stay and on a one bedroom. So the other thing to note is, in all cases, I will have 2 3s, 2 2s, and 1 1 for each one of the categories, since there are 5 different groups. Anyway, with that, let me go on to start the reviews. For the review of the Marriott Canyon Villas, for the pool, I gave it a 3 because there's actually a major pool, there's a lap pool, plus you have full access to the Marriott hotel just across the street. So you have access to their pools and as well as their lazy river. So I gave that a 3. The barbecue area, there were 1 pretty much for every building. So I also gave that a 3. The room was spectacular, a great place to be relaxing, and had great views. The outdoor ambience, again, was great. I gave it a 3. It was, pretty much perfect across the board. So the total points are 12. It was just all 4 3s. And then the cost per night, based on my maintenance cost, is about $92.40 for the 1 bedroom. So I thought it was a very good value, and everything was great about it. The Sheraton Desert Oasis, my review on the pool, I gave it a 2. And the reason I gave it a 2 is really I only had 2 3s, and Marriott and Westin had both 2 different places to go, both at the villas themselves, or you could go to the actual hotel right across the street. Sheraton was a standalone unit. The barbecue, I gave it top notch. It was a 3. There were plenty of the barbecues throughout the area. The room was not the greatest, but it was okay. I gave that a 2. Outdoor ambiance was not as nice as the Marriott or the Westin, but it was there were some nice places to sit. So the total points for that came out at 9, and the price was the same as the Westin Kierland Villas. It's $59.61 a night. My review of the Westin Kierland Villas, for the pool, again, it had the Westin Kierland Spa. You had full access to their pool and their lazy river, and it also had 2 pools itself. So I gave that a 3 as one of the best from a pool perspective. From a barbecue, they were very good barbecues, but there really were only like 3 or 4 of them across the whole unit, so there really weren't enough. So I sort of didn't give it my top rating. As far as the room goes, it was nice, but it was a little bit small, and so again I gave that a 2. Outdoor ambience, I gave it a 3. There were great places to sit, relaxing by the pool, or they had nice grassy areas that you could enjoy, and coverings so you could enjoy just sitting around. So I thought that was one of the best. So the total, when you add that up, is 10. And the cost per night was actually very reasonable. It was $59.61. And that's, again, based on a 1 bedroom, in the off-peak season, based on a week's stay, dividing that by 7. For my review of the WorldMark Scottsdale, the pool, I gave it a 1. It was probably, of all the 5 locations, it had the least variety for the pool area. And the barbecue, there were several of those, so I ranked it as 2, not as good as my 2 favorites of the Marriott and Sheraton. The room was, I gave it a 1. It was the least desirable of all the places that I'd stayed. It was mostly small and seemed a bit outdated. Outdoor ambience, I gave it a 2. There were some places to play various games, and they had some fire pits, so I thought that was really nice. The total number for that is a 6. The price, based on off-peak for a 1-bedroom, was $87.60 a night based on my maintenance costs. My review of the WorldMark South Mountain for the pool, I gave it a 2, and that's because there was a kiddie pool, there was a main pool, there were sort of a private pool also, so there were like 3 pools in the pool area. So I thought it had a lot of variety, but not as good as the places that had multiple locations to use. The barbecue, there were only a couple, and they really weren't that excellent of grills. The room, I gave it a 3, and the main reason I did that is, first of all, it was huge. It had a parking garage, which is great in the summer if you're in Phoenix. And the other thing is it had a full walk-in closet. So for the room, I gave it a 3. I thought it was one of the best. Outdoor ambience, I really was just a 1. It's kind of in a desert landscape, and mostly the pool area was primarily the only area for outdoor ambience. So the total was a total of 7 points. The price was the same as the WorldMark Scottsdale. It was $87.60 based on my maintenance fees. In summary, the best value for money seems to be the Westin Kowloon Villas, followed by the Sheraton Desert Oasis, where they scored 10 points total and 9 for Sheraton, and the price per night was very reasonable at just under $60. The third rank would be Marriott Canyon Villas. There's just a little bit more than the WorldMark as far as cost per night, but the scores weigh almost double in the case of one and double in the case of the other. So I think my third choice would be the Marriott Canyon Villas as far as a value for money. But anyway, that's my analysis, and hope you enjoyed the presentation.